Hi friends, in this video I want to talk about how meditation helps you connect with the real you and makes one relax about his its own mind and make one with the reality or make one with the power of life. See what in meditation, see what we need to understand what mind is. So there is a conscious mind and unconscious mind. Unconscious mind where all the memories get stored. See, every cell of the body, there's a mind present in every cell of the body. But this body is like solid, so it's unconscious mind. And then there is conscious mind, which is your talking, that's thoughts, that's your conscious mind from where it works. So we don't have to worry about unconscious mind, but the moment we just be alert or be understand our conscious mind, from there all the changes starts. And that's what meditation does. So let's understand what is mind. See, mind is a conditioning, or mind is accumulation of impressions or accumulation of what you have seen around you. How to identify you are in a mind? So if you are thinking all the time about past, about future, if you are making some situation all the time, and if you're not present, if you don't know what you're doing, like you're really not present, you don't know what you're doing, then it's happening automatically, like mechanically, then you are in mind. The only difference between mechanical and manual is when it's mechanical, then you are in mind, and when you know what's happening, then you are out of mind, then you are in present moment. So mind, so when you are born, so you see, so that's your identity. It makes that identity, like which country, which house you're born, and uh, and then what's your surrounding is, what's your neighborhood is, what's the environment of your house. So based on that, it will keep on grabbing things, it will keep on taking impressions. And eyes is the biggest input. It just what you see, you grab it, and based on your upbringing, your culture, you will analyze it, your own thought process. So this way we make our own world. So this is the whole universe and this earth we are living, and then the conscious energy which is running this world is present in us also. But that's what we need to connect to. So when we are living in this world, so everyone has its own world. And how mind, see, the basic thing of mind is desire. It will have some desires every time. That's why these thoughts are running. If there is no desire, thoughts have no place. Like when you were a kid, you had some desires. When those desires got fulfilled, and these desires, they keep on changing. Whenever the desire gets fulfilled, you will stop thinking about it, and now mind will make new desires. So it will make new goals, new desires for you. But that's the basic thing of mind is desires. But the only thing about desires is it's not in your hand. So there is a conflict over there right now, straight away. So when things are not in your hand but the desires are still there, so what mind will do? It wants this and it doesn't want this. It will, because it doesn't, so every thought will bring exact same feeling and emotions on the body. So when things which you run, you always will run towards things which you want, and when you don't get it, it gets stressed, worried, and then even the smallest things you don't even you're not even aware of what. Sometimes it works in such a way that it's so mechanical that it just wants something, it's not getting, and it's just brings the stress on the body, because every thought will bring feeling on the body, and but outcome is not in your hand. So that's where the conflict starts, problem starts. So because it doesn't want this but it is getting it, so you will get all the unpleasant feelings on the body. So now you're getting this unpleasant feelings on the body, and that's the whole problem of living in the mind. Even if the reality is the outcome is not in your hand, but it will still keep on making desires. And you can never win from mind. Mind is such a amazing faculty. It's a sense for analysis, for interpretation. You can never win from mind while living in mind. See, you, if the country you are living in, you're bound by its rules, its regulations, its laws. A fish can never win from the ocean. If we're living on earth, we have to, like, we need oxygen. So there is a laws when we're living inside certain things. We can never win from those things. The same is mind. And mind is so good that, okay, if it says, okay, if you want to think about good thing, I will think about good things for you. Peace, kindness, compassion. Okay, if it will, but sometimes it will. Okay, you say if you want to think about worse things, I can think about worse things also. And then you say, no, no, I don't want to think worse, but I want to think good. So mind is like, okay, fine, but you're still in mind. The problem is being in mind is the problem, because mind only works with desires, and there will always be desires which will never get fulfilled. So you will always be in problem or in suffering when in mind. That's why all these big gurus, big teachers, gods, what they come and they tell us, like, just come out of mind. If the God is saying just leave everything on me, it is saying that don't worry about things, just all your desires, leave everything on me. So which means you pray, when you're praying to some god and if they say leave everything on me, you're doing nothing, I'll do everything for you. So that only means that you have to leave your desires on him, and you have to quieten your mind. And then some good gods or gurus or teachers, they come and they say just come to present moment, come out of your mind. So that's another way of saying it, to quieten your mind. So that's where meditation helps. So now there are things like two things. First is mind, then the second is your soul, your the knower or the watcher inside you, and then the body. Because we are living in mind, so body works as per mind. But the moment you take control, you come out of mind, now you are present, available, you're not working mechanically, so now body will come under your control. But one thing about body is it's always in present moment. Body will never go in past or future, it will stay in present moment. It's just the mind which is creating all this. It is making a disconnect between the reality, like the reality which is, and the real world, and then the own world which we have made around us. There's a big disconnect. We have to be in one with the real world, not with our own thoughts. We can have thoughts, but we still have to be present all the time. We should know what we are doing. It should not be mechanical. So going back to mind, so it works only with desires, and that's why things which you don't get creates fear and anxiety in you and a lot of problems. So if you're looking for a real solution, then the solution is connecting with, being alert about your soul or the witness or the watcher inside you, and not living inside the mind. So when we sit for meditation, we close our eyes, we see what we see a dark space. So I'm not the darkness, but I'm the one who's watching the darkness. But when you're doing this, thoughts will arise immediately and mind will take you in its own world. So you, from being present, connected to you, the watcher inside you who's watching this darkness, now you're seeing all those thoughts and you are in those thoughts all the time. Then you, after some moment, you realize, okay, I was just meditating. So you go back to that connection where you're watching the darkness, knowing that you're watching the darkness, knowingness, but mind takes you in its own world, because this is the conditioning. This is what's happening since our childhood. So It will take time to break that conditioning, but it does happen for everyone. If it's like a muscle memory, if you do something for a longer time, then body gets like works in that way where it makes you perfection into towards things which you want. So practice, that's what they say, practice makes perfect. So slowly over some months, some years, takes time. You have to be patient, but takes time, and then you are in more silence, more connected to the knower, and not the mind will take you, but you'll come back immediately. So it becomes the memory, slowly. But now what we are realizing over here is that, okay, so this is, I'm the one who's watching the darkness, but there are some thoughts going inside you. So you realize, okay, I am not the thought, I'm just going in that direction. Mind is taking me in that, because you're doing something which the mind doesn't want, so it will keep on pulling you inside it. But that's where we have to be alert that we don't go back in the mind. So now we are more silent, and we are not even fighting, because you cannot fight mind, because as we talked about, it's such an amazing intelligent faculty that it will tell you, if you want to think about good, it will think good. If you think bad, it will think bad. It can do anything. You cannot win from it by fighting it. The only way is you coming out of it and being relaxed about it. So that's what meditation does. It makes you so relaxed about your mind. So whatever it's going, the emotions, feelings it's bringing on the body, you're like, okay, fine, that's what it does. So you just get relaxed about it, and then you come to present moment, and you just stay there all the time. But see, close eye meditation will never always, like, it's the stepping stone, but it's not the end. The meditation will only work when it's there in your whole day, when you're doing things, when you're awake. That's meditation, real coming to present moment. So you have, because that's where most of the action happens, most of our decision happens in the real world, when the eyes are open and you're doing things. So we have to bring that alertness, knowingness. You just have to know what you're doing. See what this body is doing. When you are awake, the body will be doing something. So if you just know that what this body is doing, you are in reality. You don't even have to, your soul, or you are connected to the higher consciousness or the consciousness inside you, and you're just one with it. So that's what how meditation works. So it connects with the knower inside you, brings you in the real world, makes you one with the real world, and then all this good and bad will stop affecting you. We don't have to just get away from bad or suffering, but we need to be aware of the good also, because this is again the part of mind, and reality is just being. You just be with the one. You don't have any choice. There is no choice. You just choicelessness, just be with the one. So that's what meditation does. It will make you aware of your mind, it will make you aware of your body, and then it will make the observer or witnesser inside you strong. And then that person, that witnesser inside you will, the art, your soul. So that will, the energy, so the conscious energy in you, you're now connected to it all the time, and then you're not in the mind. And then you, even if you're awake, you will be relaxed about your mind. Whatever it's doing, its mind is doing, it's not me. So you just relaxed about it, and life will become really fun, ecstatic. And the word is ecstatic. You'll be like full of energy, full of life, fun, because now the small things are not creating any problem for you, because this is the doing of mind, this is not me. It will take long time, it needs a lot of patience, but that's what meditation teaches you, to how to live with yourself. Hopefully we got some clarity, and I'll see you soon for our next video. Thank you.